we had one pretty exciting announcement to talk about first here that came out today, which I think is actually kind of a big deal, kind of in the space of Pokemon, because this is something that like it felt like should have already happened, but I feel like I mean Pokemon has always had contracts with other toys that are of similar similarity, but Pokemon is finally coming to Lego, or Lego is finally coming to Pokemon. There's going to be Pokemon Legos, which for me, honestly, uh, I'm kind of excited for this because I'm a huge fan of Legos. Like growing up, Lego Star Wars Legos was always like my birthday present, Christmas present was always Star Wars Legos. Literally every single time for like 10 years more in a row. So I have a lot of. I don't even know if the sets are still at home. My mom's maybe gotten rid of them at this point, which is fine. It's been a while, but I recently, the last couple of years, I have been thinking about getting back into Lego, and I don't know. This might be the perfect excuse to start building some Lego again. We'll see what the
Yeah.
sets look like and how intricate they are, but I'm excited to see what they come up with for sure.
Yeah, they just released like this little teaser. All it is just a little Pikachu tail made out of Lego bricks. But yeah, it's very exciting. It's obviously two. I mean, I would say like Pokemon is the largest media franchise, right? That's like something that gets thrown around all the time. Um, and then like Lego is one of the top. It's probably a top five toy manufacturer, I would imagine, in the
Yeah,
world. It's like got to be up there, right?
for
Um,
sure.
so it's just kind of like a crossover that makes too much sense. But dude, they have been cranking out some Lego sets these like last couple of years. I feel like it was like a hobby that people super got into over COVID.
Yeah.
And so now like they're making Lego sets for everything.
I wonder what was I gonna say? What it's gonna be like as far as accessibility, because obviously that's a problem that Pokemon has had with their
I
cards.
think it's a problem Lego has had too. So
Yeah, so this is like a perfect storm for scalpers to feast, I'm not gonna lie. Potentially, depends how many sets are made. Like, if there's so much that there's always gonna be available to anyone who wants one, then obviously, there is gonna be like, there is an eventual shortage, obviously, but we'll see what actually happens with that, for sure. But I bet, like, the first couple sets for sure are just gonna sell out on the LEGO store probably instantly. People
yeah.
are gonna be going to get them off the shelves as well, which is kinda gonna suck,
Especially
but
because you know the first ones are gonna be like, there's gonna be a Pikachu set, there will be a,
Charizard.
Charizard set, there will be a Dragonite or a Gang like, it's gonna be all of the banger Pokemon that everyone wants to get, right? Like,
Yeah, and it's probably gonna mostly be, like, models,
yeah.
because like, I remember, like, the Star Wars sets that I used to get a lot back when I was younger, were, like, scenes from, like, the movies and the shows of Star Wars and stuff like that, so, it would be, like, a big like, a tank or something or a ship, starship, and then, like, some characters, but these ones are probably gonna mostly be, like, models, where it'll be, like, you build a Pikachu out of, like, 500 pieces or something like that. So I'm interested to see what they come up with as far as that goes.
Yeah, I've never been, in adulthood, I've never been super into Lego sets. I loved Legos when I was a kid, similar to you, like, we had tons of the Star Wars Legos, but then also, like, just regular, like basically, like, any media franchise that came out that we were into. And Star Wars, I guess, definitely was the biggest one, but we had ones that were um, like knights and castles and
Yeah.
dragons and stuff like that. Yeah, my brother and I were super, super into Legos. But yeah, I mean, there've been similar there's not like Lego Pokemon sets, but they have like contract, I think, with like Mega Blocks or Mega Constructs. It's
Yeah.
one of those things. I actually have one of these things that I was given for Christmas like 3 years ago, I think. I never built it.
Well,
I
dude, now
prob
that thing now you might wanna hold it, bro. Keep it sealed.
maybe I should
I
build it. I don't
I would
know.
I have to assume that this partnership means that Pokemon's, um, contract with Mega Bloks or whatever is probably over, right? I have to
Yeah.
assume that that's part of this for sure, because there's no reason they wouldn't have wanted to be partnered with LEGO potentially sooner if possible. So I assume there's, like, some or maybe it was over, like, a year ago and they finally agreed to
Well, I'm
terms with
sure whenever they
LEGO
like
or something.
I'm sure when they started doing the stuff with the Mega Constructs, because they haven't been doing it forever. It's been within like maybe the last 10 years, something like that. I don't know.
I mean, it's a while.
Um,
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's been a while before
yeah,
COVID for sure for a while.
yeah. They've been
Mhm.
around, but I have to imagine it was like, I mean, there's no way that like when they were like, yeah, we are down to like have building block toys made of Pokemon. There's no way Lego was not a part of that conversation, right? Like, so
Yeah, yeah, probably yeah,
it was probably like Mega Bloks was willing to give them a bigger piece of the
better deal.
pie or something like
Yeah.
that, right?
And Pokemon
Um,
wasn't as big back then either, so it's not like they both know that they can do something huge with like a partnership like back then 10 years ago or whatever. I mean, they're both big, but they weren't like as big as they are today. Um
I think it'll be really cool if they do one of the big things Lego does, and this is something I've actually gotten Brooke a couple of these over the years for different presents and stuff. They have these ones that are like scenes from different shows and stuff like that. Like she has the Friends Lego sets, like there's one for like the main coffee shop, one for the main apartment that they're all in and stuff like that she's built. So I think it'd be cool if they did them based around the Pokemon video games for like locations, right? Like
mm,
inside a Pokemon Center or inside
yeah.
Brock's gym or inside of the Elite Four. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool potential of things they could do with this. So I'm pretty
Yeah, I
excited
didn't
about
know
it
they
for
had
sure.
I didn't know they were doing Friends sets. They've really branched out since the last time I looked at Lego sets.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've got several of them, I'm pretty sure. You see, I was gonna pull them up, but I just got 20 pop-ups going to the when you type in Lego Friends, that is not it's like some child toy, but it's the like this set right here. Yeah, there's like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
the main set, and they always do, like, cool little Easter eggs and stuff too, like, this one you can it's, like, made like a movie set, right? You
Yeah.
see how they've got and then, like, there'll be, like, different little Easter eggs from the show, like, hidden in the closet and hidden, like, under the couch and stuff like that, so, I think they'll do cool things with it for sure, I'm excited about it. One thing I never got into, but I know they've recently done big Lego Lord of the Rings sets, like oh, yeah, dude, look at this thing.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
$460. So that is another piece of this. Like there's a potential like there will be some little sets that are probably 20, 30 bucks, whatever, right? But then like this is a huge market that didn't really exist 5 years ago, of like or it wasn't quite as big as it is now, of like people who are willing to spend hundreds of dollars on these like premium toy products that are adults, right?
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot bigger. Well, I think part of that as well is like kind of like our generation. We are the adults now, and we
Yeah,
came from this generation of like the generation of adults playing with toys is like starts kind of with us. I feel like
for sure.
um more so, I guess, than it has in the past. So like we're gonna be like 70 playing video games still or something like
Heck
that.
yeah, bro. You got any better plans?
No,
You
I
wanna
gotta finish.
play you wanna play gin rummy or something at the nursing home?
No, I gotta finish God of War 2 still. So I got.
Maybe you'll finish it by the time you're 70.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Pokemon Legos, and you might see me building some on stream, depending on what the sets look like. Might be the perfect opportunity for me to get back into the hobby. We'll see.